everyone, welcome back, welcome if you're new. Today I'm just going to be sharing my experience of my learner's permit test or my theory test, depending on which country you live in, whatever you call it. Just sharing my experience, reflecting, giving some tips, etc. Also, let me know what you think of the lights. I am experimenting with different filming spaces, so if you see me say against the wall next week, don't be surprised. I've ordered some white lights on Amazon, but just thought I'd add a bit of colour to my video today. So let me know what you think of that, and if you have any suggestions as to where I could also put them, like on the wall, if so, which wall, etc. Yeah, if you're a new subscriber, then thank you very much. Welcome, it's great to have you. And enjoy the video, everyone. So, fun fact, here in New Zealand, you are allowed to go for your learners when you're, I think it used to be 15, but it was raised to 16. I'm now 19, 3 months off being 20, so it's taken me about 3 or 4 years. But I've finally done it. I passed first go, 34 out of 35, but honestly, the build up to it was the worst. Because you don't exactly know what's going to be in it. So like I went in on Monday and I filled out my form first, but you saw that in the vlog, and then I went in, gave it, and did the eyesight requirement test, because you have to, they have to know that you can see what you're doing, and got my photo done, all that stuff, and then booked and paid and then booked for this morning, Friday, at 8:45 in the morning. Honestly, like, getting up early is rough, especially on a Friday morning, because Friday I usually sleep until 9 o'clock. So that was a bit rough, and I mean, we slept through the alarm, so I woke up and it was light and it was like 20 past 7, and I'm like, ah! Because I was going to get up at 6:30 and, really study. And so we had breakfast and some coffee, left the house, and like I was so nervous I practically had a mental breakdown in the car on the way. I was like crying and stressing over tiny little things which now seem funny. But like, I'm so glad I studied for it. They're all multi-choice, which is great, but it's always like, nerve-wracking when you're under pressure. And so I did I sat down, logged in, and started the test. And if you didn't know a question, you could skip it and come back to it. So I did that like with maybe 5, but everything except for that one question I got right. So, and you needed 32 to pass, so I definitely passed. And then afterwards, I went up to the counter, and Mum was really funny, because I told the lady quietly first what I got, and then I turned around and told Mum, and she repeated it to the, like, she called out 34 out of 35, and like everyone would have heard. There wasn't many people in there, but it was really funny. And then she filled out the little form, and I got my temporary license letters, and then my mum brought a map book, like, for the roads, and I decided to buy my L plates there. Here in New Zealand you have to have L plates on the car while you're driving guess to warn people that you are new to driving, I don't know. But, so I bought them there instead of like some $2 shop or whatever. Just, you know, so I knew they were verified, like. And then we left and we were really happy and we went to the mall and we had a coffee and I said to my mum, you know, I don't want chocolate to celebrate. I want to replace my necklace because all 3 of my crosses that I've got broke, and as much as I love my E, I wanted something to celebrate. So my mum brought me this Joshua Tree necklace. You know, like that is equally as special as a cross. Yeah, I feel like that would last so much longer than chocolate. And so we brought that, and I mean, if you are, oops, I twisted it. If you are studying for your learners or you're going for your learners, get an early night. It's practically like all the tips that you can give before an exam. Get an early night, make sure you've studied, stay rested. I keep saying I'm sorry. Yeah, study well, get an early night. I know a few people who would suggest eating a banana 2 days beforehand. They're supposed to increase your brain power. And make sure you relax. If you pray, then pray and read your Bible. Tell yourself it's going to be alright, which I know is a bit rich coming from me because here I was having a hissy fit. But yeah, just do the questions until they're like drilled into your mind. And it's hard to give, this is a hard thing to give tips for, but I thought I'd give it a go. But yeah, we did it, I passed it, and now I can start learning to drive. This has been a massive chapter beginning in my life. August 11th is actually a monumental day for me, but I'll go into that in my other video. And it, you know, just feels so good to have done something like this on such a day. And yeah, so if you're going for your learners, good luck. I feel like that's the easiest part because it's only theory. But once you do it, you'll feel really good, and just make sure you read the questions carefully. It's funny, I had 30 minutes and I did it in 7, 8. Because I've been doing the questions non-stop, so like I knew pretty much most of the answers. I only skipped like 5. But good luck if you are, and I will see you in my next video.